Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Comic Book Dudes. Tonight we're taking over another article that has been a regular column for over a year now. I started Just Another Zenescope Monday back in April of 2014, and since then I have read and reviewed every single Zenescope book since that time. So lots of
So you're,
stuff, a lot of really cool stories.
you're like the
Um,
Zenescope guru now.
I
But
at least know I knew what was going on, but still haven't quite figured what is going on. The whole everything changed with Grim Fairy Tales number 100 when it just kind of shook up. All of the different realms came into Earth, and now Earth is all the realms.
right,
But then Grim Fairy Tales kicked ahead a full year and started with a new story with Arcane Acres and all of the new Young Realm Knights that they're trying to teach, Sela and everybody. But all of
right.
these people who have died now through Realm War. That's a 12 issue, big series that's going on. Issue 9 was out last month, so issue 10 will be out this month. But all these people have died. But then in this year later stuff, like in Grim Fairy Tales and Robin Hood, I'm only assuming and reading it that it's after, a year later.
hmm
There are people there who I know died in Realm Wars, so I'm trying to figure out how they came back. So there
Starting
must
to
be a
pop
big
back up.
reset button. It's a Secret Wars convergent kind of thing, right?
It's 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 the general rule when it comes to comic books.
Yep, yep,
Anybody can come back. Anybody can die.
yep. Time to bring it back. So,
Right.
anyway, started all that without introducing ourselves. I'm Aaron Clutter, editor in chief of Comic Booked. The big banner back there gives that away.
And I'm Justin Paget, staff writer at comicbook.com.
So today we're going to review two upcoming books that'll come out this coming Wednesday from Zenescope, and we're going to take a look at. Um, well, actually, we're going to take a look at a wonderful slideshow that I put together just for you.
Yay! And now the
So those
song
of
is
you who've
stuck in my
been
head too.
following, yeah, we're not going to sing just another Zenescope Monday, even though there is a song that goes along with it. It's got some bad words, so we're going to skip that. Um, anyway, this if you've been following this column at all, you know that every week I try to come up with a nice cover, or uh, a cool image that goes along with Zenescope, but works in either just another Zenescope Monday or JAZM. Um, so if you ever are out on Twitter and you want to check out posts from just another Zenescope Monday, you can check out hashtag JAZM. Although you might actually find that there's some things from like the Jasmine Sisters or something. They're trying to steal my hashtag, but anyway.
How dare they?
Um, so I know. Um, so we have two. Forget them. We have two issues this week. Robin Hood number 10. Robin Hood is the ongoing series by Pat Shand, and then Wonderland number 35. And this is both of these are really good. They've been great ongoing series. Wonderland, I'm still kind of confused because there was the whole White Queen miniseries that was part of the the Age of Darkness,
Right.
and that was a few weeks ago, so I can spoil it. Everybody dies. So once again, Callie died and Violet died at the end of that. So this story is still going on, but I'm trying to figure out if Wonderland is a year later and she's back alive again, or if this is all taking place in some other, I don't know. So anyway, um, Justin, take it away with Robin Hood, and I'll throw in my 2 cents worth.
All right. All right. So here we go. Robin Hood issue 10. Now if you've been reading Robin Hood, you'll know that it ended last issue with Marion getting infected with this virus. And at that point we're not exactly sure what the virus is, what's going on. But so we kind of open up this issue with can't even talk without trying to spoil it because I know this is coming out. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and our main thing is trying to figure out where the plague or where this disease came from, and what they're going to go. And basically, Robin knows that she needs to go to the Cabal. She's going to have to go to them. She knows that they're behind it. They know something about it. She's got to get to them. So now it's just in this issue, she goes through some steps trying to recruit some people, trying to find friends so that she can go after the Cabal, so that she can find a way to cure Marion, who's now sick. So
Again, people I thought was dead.
Right. That's
You know?
yes, that's what she does. She reaches out to people that should be dead.
Yep, they were in Realmore, but they're not now. So again, I'm waiting for the big reveal. 3 more issues of Realmore, and we'll have the big answers, I guess. So anyway,
It's coming soon. It's coming
Yeah.
soon. But yeah, without giving away too much, I mean, we have Sin, who's doing some stuff in this issue. Man, forgot a guy's name. But as you can also tell by the cover of this issue, right?
Yep. Avella.
Yep, Avella's also in it. So see what she's been up to. I think
It was revealed last issue that she
Okay.
was Malik's puppet, so he
that's
controls
what
her.
I was waiting on.
Yeah, we
So-
thought she was crazy because then when she first comes and she attacks Marion and Robin, and we didn't know what was going on, but then we find out that Malik's controlling her. So that's
Gotcha.
kind of an interesting turn of events.
Okay,
And
good.
again, Malik's here. Malik's dead. Dark Queen killed him. So what happened? Anyway. It's the schizophrenia of Zenescope right now with these 2 timelines that we don't know what's going on.
Right.
So-
They're having a crisis.
Yeah, that's right. In Infinite Comics.
But if you haven't been reading Robin Hood, this is still, with this issue, I still think a new reader could pick this one up. They do a good job of explaining some things in this issue. And of course, at the very beginning, they kind of give you a recap of what's been going on. So Zenescope does a good job about that.
Yep. And the nice thing I like about these is that they're, 1 or 2 issues, maybe 3 to do like a story arc. And then the next issue, like we know the next issue is going to be Robin and Marion going to Comic-Con.
New York Comic Con.
So that's completely separate from, what's been going on here. They're in New York anyway, so it's kind of cool that they're going to Comic-Con, but
right.
that's a whole new, any new reader could just jump on and start reading it without having to pick up the prior 10 issues. So that's really cool.
Yep.
All right, we want to jump over to Wonderland.
Let's do it.
Go down the rabbit hole.
That's right.
So this is the next part of the Well of Dreams, and Callie and Dark Cheshire are trying to find an answer to Wonderland's problems. And we know Wonderland's kind of been infected by madness all this time, and Callie's power as the White Queen of Wonderland has been to be able to cure that madness. But there's some other insidious thing going on, and it has to do with Terror, who's this evil spirit guy who can basically bring people's nightmares to life. So he makes nightmares real for people, and then they end up dying as their nightmare showed them dying or something like that. So he can possess people. He can, take possession of their bodies and different things like that. So there's the Squire, who's like the last realm knight in Wonderland. She doesn't talk, but she's been hunting Terror. And she's teamed up as well with Callie and Dark Cheshire, although Callie still doesn't really trust anybody. So they've gone to the well of Dreams, and in the well, Callie saw different things about her life, and whether basically she had to make a choice whether this was her path or this other life that it showed her. And she realized that she's destined to be the White Queen of Wonderland. And that's what she's supposed to be. So she's gonna this is what she's gonna do.
Right.
So with this one, they make a foray into the Temple of the Red, which is in the Valley of the Kings, and it's pretty cool because she's the White Queen. We know there was a Red Queen, so this is really the Red territory, and she's not supposed to be there. So they run into some interference with a lot, and she's looking for a thing called the en passant, which is like a shackle that they're going to be able to put around the Terror's neck and trap him. And that's what they're hunting for. So normally we go through about half the book, and that's about halfway point. She does find en passant, and then after that, there's a lot of other things happen in this book. Some pretty interesting things. You got the little guys there on the front cover. You can see they're called half-wits, and they have some cool powers. And their powers are interesting because they can bite and do some nasty stuff to you. So it's interesting. It's not the end of the Well of Dreams. There's still one more issue in this storyline to go. So we'll see how that wraps up. But definitely it leaves us in kind of a scary place. Dark Cheshire is one of my favorite characters in Wonderland, and doesn't leave me with a happy feeling about Dark Cheshire going into next issue. So that's all I'll say.
Yeah, I thought it was a great issue, and like I said about Robin Hood, they do a really good job throughout this issue of Wonderland of explaining what you're seeing, of explaining the half-wits and what they do and things like that. So I thought that was really good. So I haven't been reading Wonderland, but I was able to read this book and pretty much understand what was going on. A little confusion at the end, but that was just because I didn't pay attention, I don't think. But other than that, it was great.
And I think we're supposed to be a little confused,
Right.
It's okay. But it was funny because halfway through I'm going, what the heck are these things? What are they doing? And then they explain it. So it was really good.
Right.
I like that. I mean, I don't like to be left kind of guessing at stuff. There's been a couple books that I've read, like one of the Realm Wars, and they bring people in who've been in other books, but they weren't other books that I had read. So, it had to be before that April of 2014. So I'm like, what the heck is this guy's name? What's he doing? Why is he,
Right.
I hate coming in the middle of something and not knowing what's going on. So, but yeah, this Wonderland's excellent. Robin Hood's really good. So that's what we have for this week for just another Zenescope Monday. And these will be the books that come out on May the 13th. So that'll be this Wednesday. Then next week on Monday, you can expect another video review of Charmed Season 10, number 8, another great series written by Pat Shand, and Little Mermaid, number 4, which is drawing to a close the Little Mermaid miniseries, which is written by Meredith Finch, who's also doing Wonder Woman for DC. So definitely, that's a great series. I really like the Little Mermaid and the way that storyline's going. So it's cool. Yeah,
definitely. She's doing a great job. If you know anything of Meredith Finch, this is definitely Little Mermaid's definitely a book to jump on now.
Yep. So if you need to get any more background on Zenescope, you can check out their website, zenescope.com, or you can go to comicbook.com and take a look for just another Zenescope Monday, and you can see all my columns back to April of last year. Really a full review of almost every book through there. So you see some great covers, see some great stories. The coolest thing about Zenescope that I like is that it's one of these companies with a cohesive universe. It's got everybody interacts with everybody else. You don't have these segmented little groups that don't interact, other than like Jungle Book, because they're out in the middle of the ocean on some island. Right. So obviously they don't interact with people yet, but that could be coming in the future. We don't know.
True.
Plus, so many of the other big publishers are jumping on this bandwagon of, we got to have strong female characters. We got to get female leads. We got to have more female whatevers, more female Thors. I don't know. But Zenescope's been doing this for 10 years. And every book has a lead female character. And they're strong female leads. They're not these little wimpy, girly women. I mean, they're strong females. So it's a publisher that's done a lot of this, and that's really all I can say about them. They're just an excellent company. I mean, what I've been doing with them now for a year, and really, really like them. So, all right, well, that's it for us. So, Justin, you have anything else?
No, not at this time. I mean, like I said, Robin Hood, I've been following that since the miniseries, and now fully into this ongoing series. So I've been enjoying it with the art. Really enjoy what Pat Shand does too. So just overall really great. Like I said, if you haven't picked up anything by from Zenescope Entertainment, don't be afraid of well, this is number 10 or this is number 35. Just jump right in. These books are great.
Yep, and a lot of shops still have back issues. You can always find them, and you can always pick up the books on their site, Zenescope.com. They have a shop where you can buy all the back issues. So pretty cool stuff.
And they keep the prices good. They don't automatically jack them up. So it's great.
Yep. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.